Hey guys, this is Hein and today I will teach you how to solve the Kilominx without any algorithms. A Kilominx is a 2x2 Megaminx, so it's a Megaminx without any of the edges. This tutorial will only help you if you don't know how to solve a Megaminx, since if you can solve a Megaminx, you should be able to figure out how to solve the Kilominx. The only thing you need to know in this tutorial is how to solve a 2x2 or a 3x3, since you will need to know how to insert corners. There are timestamps in the description below so that you can follow easily. So let's begin. The first step is to solve the white layer, like this. And to do this, you literally just have to solve each corner one at a time. So let's say, for instance, because there aren't any edges, you can choose which side is your white side. So let's say this is our white side. We already have this sticker here, which has yellow and purple. So now we need to find another corner piece with either white and yellow or white and purple. And here's one with white and yellow. And to insert this, you should know this from 2x2 or 3x3, you just insert it in the normal way. Now we can work with either white and blue or white and purple. And if I'm looking around, here's white and purple. So to get this sticker piece here, because we don't have edges, you can turn the bottom layer. So you can turn the bottom layer until this corner piece is where it needs to go and just insert it like that. Now the next one, we can either work with white and blue or white and green. Here's white and blue. So let's just take the white and blue piece all the way to the top side and then just insert it like that. This is very intuitive. If you know how to solve a 2x2, you will figure this out. And just a handy tip, instead of, let's say the corner piece was here, instead of taking this piece all the way here to insert it, you can just turn the bottom layer and then insert until you have your white layer. The next step is to make a yellow layer like this. So we only have 3 yellow pieces to work with. We have yellow and purple, yellow and blue, and yellow, green, and orange. So first of all, let's do this one because it's the closest to where it needs to go. This corner needs to come here, so we can just insert it like normal. And now this corner needs to come in here. So you can take the corner all the way here and do a triple sexy move, but instead of doing that, what you can do is, since this corner is unsolved, you can be more free and take the corner here and then just do an F2 to insert it. So there are many small tips like that you'll find out with practice, and really it's not that complicated, it's very intuitive. So the last piece is here, so you can bring the piece all the way over here and then just insert it until you have your entire yellow layer. The next step is, after you made the yellow layer, you should make the blue layer. So let's look at the blue layer. There are only 2 pieces now that we have to work with, which makes it easier. And there are 2 ways you can do this. You can either insert one corner at a time, or if you really want, you can connect the corners like that. So I could have just inserted one corner at a time and then into the other corner. Or if you really want, you can try this out. You can try to pair 2 corners like this, and then you can just bring it so that you can just do an R2 prime here and insert it like that. So there are small things like that you also catch on. The next step is the red layer, and you do this the same as you did with the blue layer. It's only 2 pieces, so you can either solve one at a time or solve 2. So here, as you can see, this one is 1 move away from being inserted. So we know the red and green one should come here. So what you can do is you can pair them up like this and then just insert. So it's the same thing over and over again until you reach the next step, which I will show you how to do now. So the next step is to solve these 3 pieces. So in other words, completing the green and completing the purple. So you're going to have to solve these 3 pieces. Now I would recommend for a beginner to always start with this corner, since it's the hardest to visualize. So what you should do is, if this corner, because this corner needs to come in here, is in the bottom layer, take it out and take it away so that you can work with it. Now it needs to go here. So imagine this is the piece that it needs to go to. And we know purple is the bottom layer. So bring this piece 1 up. And we know this is still the bottom layer, so we can just insert that piece there and then just realign it so that the purple is solved. Because after purple is solved, the other 2 are quite easy to do. So next up, remember the green is the bottom layer now for this piece. So to insert this, you can do triple sexy move. And now for the last piece, the purple is the bottom side. And here's the purple. So make sure it's there, and you can just insert it like that, and you should be done with everything except for the last layer. At the end of this step, your cube should look like this, where the top side is the same, or in other words, orienting all the pieces. And to do this, it's quite intuitively. You can learn a bunch of algorithms, but if you don't want to, you can just do this. Turn the cube so that the top layer is on the bottom side. Now you're only going to work with the corners that aren't solved. So for instance, in the bottom right, the corner should be unsolved, and this corner is solved, so we don't care about that. Turn the bottom layer, now this corner is unsolved. And now you're going to just repeat the sexy move over and over until it's solved. So let's try it. Sexy move, it's not solved. Sexy move, it is solved. And after it's solved, turn the bottom layer again until you find another piece that isn't solved. And do the sexy move, it's not solved, it's not solved, not solved, and it's solved. Now again, turn the bottom layer until you have another unsolved piece at the bottom right. Do the sexy move until it's solved. And the last piece, sexy move until it's solved. And it will always sort itself, the top layer, as long as you did it correctly. Now you are at your final step, the PLL, where you permute each of the pieces, which means just moving the pieces around in the correct spot. So there are two cases that you're going to get. Either one where there is a bar, like this one. A bar is just two colors that are the same. And one where there isn't a bar, like this one. And you do both the same way. Let's first do the bar. Now for the bar one, keep on turning the top layer until one of the bars is at the correct color. For instance, you can also do this one, where it's at the correct color. Now from this point on, rotate the cube like this, so that the top layer is facing to your left. Now just remember which of the two corner pieces are solved, because that's going to be important, because you're not going to do anything to them. You're only going to work with these three corners. So you turn the cube to your left, and now you take out one piece, but look at the colors. This one is orange and blue. So we know it needs to come here with orange and blue. So you're going to take this corner out, turn the left side, because the orange needs to match up with this orange, because these two pieces are the solved pieces. Now insert the orange there. But before you do that, look at this color. This is cream and blue. So we know cream and blue. We need to know where this goes. So now these three pieces are solved. So blue needs to pair up with blue. So you turn the left side, pair up blue with blue, like this. And now we look at this color. It's cream and pink. And where is cream and pink? It's cream and pink. And you do that and it will be solved. As for this one, you can do the same. You just have to turn the cube so that either one corner is solved or two corners are solved. I'll show you both, but let me just show you first when there are two corners solved. And you need to remember where those two corners are. It's very important. So turn the cube to your left, take one of the unsolved corners out, but before you do that, look where it needs to go. So this corner needs to go here, because pink needs to go here, because since these two are solved. So you take the pink corner out like this, take it where it needs to go, but look at these colors. It's orange and green. So now these three are solved, and green needs to come here in order to match. So turn the left side and put it in there. Now we have the last corner, which is cream and blue, and obviously there's only one place for it to go, but just for convenience sake, blue and cream, and insert it. As for the case where only one corner is in the correct spot, you do exactly the same, but now you're going to do it 4 times. So again, turn the cube to the left. This is the solved corner. So where does this pink need to go? It needs to go here. So take this corner out, put it in here, like that. Now we have cream and blue. And here's cream, so we know it needs to go in here. So we insert that. But now you might see there's a problem. There isn't any corners left for me to work with. So what you do now is you just take out one of the unsolved corners, so like this, the same way as you would, and now from here on go on. So here's orange and green, and we see green is here, so we know it needs to come in here. Now there's only one spot left for to be, so orange and blue, orange and blue. So there you go. The last step can be quite tricky, but if you know the beginner's method from a 3x3, you'll know it's exactly the same, where you take a corner out, replace a corner, replace a corner, replace a corner. It's exactly the same, so you will figure out eventually. It's not that difficult, but it might be quite tricky to visualize in the beginning. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to learn more advanced algorithms, I'd recommend using this tutorial. It's a tutorial where I show all the for loop class layer algorithms for a Megaminx, and you can apply those algorithms here. So exactly the same. The only different algorithm that you will do is this one, where you have 2 bars. The only different algorithm, usually we do a JPerm on the Megaminx, but here you'll use this algorithm. R2, U2 prime, R2 prime, U prime, R2, U2 prime, R2 prime. And for all the rest of the cases, it's exactly the same as on a Megaminx. So if you want to become faster, definitely learn that tutorial. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and peace.